He's having a debate. This guy's like some kind of TikTok debater.
If I was dumb enough to send my kid into
I saw a clip about this. It's insane. Dean Withers orders his fan base to dox a father and report him to CPS for saying that children aren't able to consent. No way. Absolutely no. No. No, 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 no. There's absolutely no way. This is clickbait. This is clickbait. There's absolutely no way. Absolutely zero chance.
is
There's no
better
way.
than a baby commercial for diapers.
Can you answer my question? Do you think that you have the right to consent to 65-year-old men looking at your son while he's naked?
Do you think you have the right to consent to 65-year-old men to look at your son while he's naked? Okay.
I wouldn't allow it.
Do you think
That's
that
my
you have the
responsibility as a
right?
father.
Do you think that you have the right to allow it? Do you think if you did allow it,
Okay, this is so out of context because my mind is going to like acting, right? And not necessarily naked, but imagine they're acting and they're like on a pool scene, right? So obviously the kid has like a swimsuit, right? And he might be saying naked, but it's a swimsuit. You know what I mean? So I'm going to like context in my head, but I am 100% sure this is missing so much context. Context. He's just saying that to just prove a point. You know, I'm 100% sure.
that you would be violating the consent of your child?
They have no choice in the matter whatsoever. It's my decision as the parent. And I wouldn't put my kid in that situation. That's why I think pageants are weird in the first place. I would never.
So he ends the call there.
Okay.
Ends the debate, I guess, with this guy.
Yeah, but he overreacted, I think.
Keep watching.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you don't deserve to have any custodial rights of your child. So for those
What a
watching,
piece of
their
shit.
handle is Goatman91096.
You're a piece of shit.
It's gonna be their handle. If there happens to be anybody in here that's good at that has like facial
Disgusting.
recognition software, or
So you can find me. It's fine. Nothing I said was wrong.
Okay,
I just said that the kid doesn't get to make the decision.
What's your name?
I would never put them in that situation.
Okay, what's your name?
And why are you trying to dox people, dude? That's weird.
Because I want to find who you are so I could call CPS and have them take your child away from you.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure you would like to try to do that.
Yes, I would. So
They would never even do it. That's the best part.
okay. What's your
Because
name?
I would take the part, and I have a witness sitting here who's heard me say I would never put my child in that
Okay,
situation.
okay. So what's your name?
So don't worry, move the goalpost too, by the way.
So you said that you think that parents have every
Holy
right to exploit and traffic their children.
Disgusting.
That's not what I said.
Whoa! Holy! I'm telling you. He's just saying things, you know? What the fuck? Isn't it illegal to call CPS for no reason? But he's not gonna get fucking anything, you know?
Not what he said.
But like, what did he say right now?
So don't worry, move the goalpost too, by the way.
So you said that you think that parents have every right to exploit and traffic their children.
Holy moly! Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's not what I said.
That's not what he said.
Holy
That's what I'm saying.
fuck!
He's overreacting, dude. It's not even
Holy
him talking. It's
fuck.
just triggers.
No, that's not what I said.
So I'm not going to debate it with you. That is what you said.
Mhm.
So I just put.
I'm
this
not
out
gonna
there
debate it
for
with you. That's
everybody.
what you said,
Feel
buddy.
free to take his
Holy
profile picture.
fuck! You're
So I just put in
disgusting.
So that's not what I said.
So I'm not going to debate it with you. That is what you said. So I just putting this out there for anybody. Feel free to take his profile picture. Maybe you could go to like tiktok.com/his handle. You could save his profile picture, run it through some like reverse image search. Maybe it will link back to like a Facebook or something where you could find his name. And if you do find said information, that's public, by the way.
You're more than welcome
Feel
to.
free
There's
to
nothing
feel
wrong
free
with
to
what I
take that
said.
information and report it to CPS.
That's
Feel free to
insane.
take that information and report it to like the law
That's
authorities. in this
insane.
area.
You're a
Feel free
bitch.
to take that information and report it to maybe his local CPS, etc. Child Protective Care, Child Protective
What am I watching?
Services. Feel free to do that.
This is insane. Is this not like absolutely insane? Like, how do you get to this point? I genuinely can't
I'll go ahead
understand
and leave
this.
him on the live for around another 20 or 30 seconds here before we kick him, just so you guys.
Yo, you know what? You know what's crazy? Sometimes you talk with people, and then you're
What
like,
the
"Yo,
fuck?
that's not what I said." The problem is really that they are listening with their triggers. They're not listening with what you're saying, and then they just go off. And you're like, I never said that, and he never said that. He actually said, I would never put my child in that situation, and then boom, it doesn't matter what you said anymore. That's how you felt.
Holy.
And this guy,
And by the way, I'm going to clarify. It sounds bad, okay? It sounds terrible. But I'm going to clarify. What the dude essentially said is a kid can't consent to anything, okay? The only people who can consent for a kid's something, anything, is the parents. Doesn't matter what it is, essentially medical, school, whatever it is, the only people who can consent for that kid is the parents. That's all the dude said. That's all the dude said. That's all he said, okay? If you're going to get consent from the kid, that's impossible. You gotta get it from me, the parent, essentially. Okay? That's all he said. The other dude went like, oh, so you're saying you can traffic your kids? What the actual fuck? And he's supposed to be like the smart lefty or whatever, you know? The smart guy, you know? The up and coming debater. What the fuck?
into his
Common sense out the window.
That's two things. One thing is the fact
I'm
that
so it's so empathetic. It's reverse. It's so
literally-
empathetic. It's apathy.
listen with his triggers. That's one thing. But after that, you're like, we're doxing you. Oh, we're taking your child, your kids away. And this guy that's doing all this thing thinks he's doing a good job. He's the good guy. In the story. In his head, he's the good guy. So he has the right to do that. You know, let's do justice by me.
Disgusting. What a.
But you're wrong. You're not even listening, my guy. You didn't go back and say, but what do you mean?
Absolutely
Let me
insane.
paraphrase what you said. You didn't verify. You went, oh, you said that. Okay, let's dox him. Oh my God, jail.
Right to jail, right away.
I don't even
Right
think
away.
you wanted to dox him that badly. The thing is,
Jail.
no, it's not even that. It's like you didn't take the time to really understand. And then you're like, let's call CPS. What?
Yeah.
Why are you guys out here trying to take people's kids
Yeah.
off the internet debate? I'm like,
Yeah.
I just want to play the clip.
Over something he didn't say.
You're playing to see if the guy said anything crazy.
I had to play it back, so I just had to re-listen just a few times.
You do you. I understand why you play back.
So here's the thing about what the guy said. The guy's correct.
They
Yeah.
have no choice in the matter whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's my decision.
Yeah.
Parents have jurisdiction over their kids.
100%.
Don't believe me? I've been to
And
public
that
school.
dude went, oh no, this is criminal. This is criminal. You're saying kids can't consent? Oh no, this is terrible. Get them away. Pick him up. Pick those kids up. He doesn't deserve them. Kids can definitely consent. Okay? You don't deserve your kids. Oh fuck, bro.
Many times, and I see a little baby running around naked.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
adults around.
And the kids ain't got nothing to say about that.
I was a
And
kid
you know
like
what?
that.
I can't tell the kid to put on some clothes because
Yeah.
it's not my kid.
Nope.
And the parent doesn't have to do anything. And no one's gonna do nothing to that parent.
Exactly.
Does that mean that as a parent you could take your kid and send them off
No.
to be trafficked? Of course not. You're gonna go to jail. That's trafficking.
Jesus
There's
Christ.
crimes involved in that.
Yeah.
The kid ain't got to say. That's what he was saying.
But you know, the whole talk about the kid's consent or whatever.
Yeah.
If you think about it, this whole consent stuff only really
Jesus
applies to when you're an
Christ.
adult. Yeah, parents have a lot of authority over their children. They
Yeah,
tell them
yeah,
how
yeah.
to dress, what they can or can't wear,
Yes.
and they have the right to, and no one can stop them.
Exactly.
They can't stop them. That's just a reality.
That's
I don't know if people realize
crazy,
that, but,
bro.
like, I see kids dressed incredibly, in my opinion, this is my personal opinion, very inappropriate. And he brought up the example of pageants. That's perfect. I go to dance competitions, and I see little girls look like they're ready for an Epstein video. Okay, that's what I think. It's normalized. Parent has the right to do that. We may not agree with it, but that's what it is. The idea that you're going to call someone's CPS over somebody saying like,
Yeah.
"Oh, they don't have consent. It is my decision." It's just the truth.
Or
Yeah.
something that you didn't understand.
Yes.
No, the problem is how like he rephrased it afterwards. It's like the dude said nothing wrong, but since it was so not wrong, the guy went, so you literally said you can traffic kids. It's like, whoa, stop there, buddy. What's happening right here? Okay, that's not what I said. Not at all. Not even close. Okay, holy.
Bit of a God complex. You know, where you have followers and you're like, you dictate people. Let me part the seeds for you so we can dock this nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
I
kinda
feel like
crazy.
it's something similar.
And I see
Yeah,
more and
something
more.
like that.
You know, I used to
Something
refer to this
along
kid
the
as like the
lines.
Ben Shapiro of the left.
Exactly.
Even Ben wouldn't call CPS on somebody.
Yeah,
He's
no.
taken away. And
I mean,
Ben
but
is pretty horrible. What is going on? Like, people are extending shit so far past the debate itself that they're now like involving government agencies and like law enforcement into like discussions because of a difference of opinion.
Yeah. We disagree, so you're a criminal.
I have to
okay.
wrap my brain around this. This is
We
like a
disagree, so you're automatically a
I
criminal.
disagree with a lot of
Oh
people's
my
parenting.
God. You lost your kid. What happened? Oh, I debated a streamer.
What? Yo, truly.
What?
Just look at his face.
Yo,
Like, he looks so shocked.
Yeah.
And like,
it's flabbergasted.
I don't think.
No,
it's as bad as-
I think this is performative. I think this is performative. He's doing that on purpose to garner a type of emotion on his chat, you know? Because if he doesn't look like this, his chat doesn't understand that he's shocked, you know? That what's being said is shocking, you know? This is on purpose. This is performative.
Like, he looks so shocked, and I was
It's
thinking, like,
performative.
It's flabbergasted.
I don't think it's as bad as you think it is if you just take a second to think
It's
about it.
not. He didn't listen to it, and he asked again. He clarified. He still didn't want to hear it.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
you know what? Kids don't have a lot of consent over a lot of things.
Yeah,
One, an example: school. Little
Yeah.
kid doesn't want to go to school.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
give a- You're going to school.
You're going to
In
school,
fact,
baby.
the state will punish you
Yeah,
if you don't put
crazy,
your kid
but
in
yeah.
school.
But we didn't have the kids' consent.
Is public school free? Because I think it is. But yeah.
The state sometimes don't even need the parents' consent to force certain things on the children. This idea of consent with kids doesn't exist. Yes, you should take into consideration their wants and needs. but
Exactly.
As a parent, sometimes you got to override that. because they don't know
Exactly.
what's best.
Exactly.
Alright?
Jesus
So,
Christ.
That's one. Two.
How old is this dude? I'm sorry. I'm looking up how old this dude is. Cause come on, bro. Come the fuck on. How old is? Cause he might be extremely young. He looks young, so he might be stupid as fuck. You know, 20 years old. Okay, he is stupid as fuck. Okay, sorry, but I dumb as fuck. Okay, dumb as fuck. Holy moly, dumb as fuck. Sorry, I had to say it because Jesus Christ, that's insane. That's absolutely insane. And then in front of his whole chat, okay? That's insane. That's insane.
Two, you're fucking stupid. The timing would have been wonderful. You're
Insane, but
I don't know. This is what they did to Ethan. That's what made Ethan lose his mind and file all these lawsuits. You know that, right? And Ethan's like, no, you have to understand. This is like an online thing. Like, we don't care. So they started doing interviews on Ethan about his parenting. They started talking to the kids. You imagine how embarrassing that's got to be, how fucking invasive that is when the state comes in to be questioning whether or not you're fit to be a parent.
100%.
That made Ethan.
Oh, that's why you like fuck all y'all.
I mean, I would be too.
yeah,
mad at it.
It's fascinating
100%.
because you realize this whole internet shit just gets more and more and more extreme every
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Like the shooting up another streamer because they talk shit about you on live, calling CPS on people's kids. Like, the boundaries are being pushed to what's normal every single day.
Yeah.
And there's evidence of that. Like, this guy proudly told his audience exactly what to do, facial recognition software, all this stuff. And the thing is, this is something you should take incredibly serious because creators have a lot of sway over their audience.
Yeah,
If
they do.
that's how
They do.
this
They
man
do.
acts, trust me, his audience is probably pretty extreme as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Probably there's a large segment of
100%.
them who are going to support him irrespective of this. Which
Exactly.
means that there's a lot of people who are going to look for this man who said these comments.
Oftentimes, the people watching are more extreme than the people being watched. They really
No,
go
yeah.
crazy.
Like he can say like, oh, let's dox and CPS, and he might not be able to, but someone in the audience will 100% get his social security. Okay, someone in the audience will get 100% his credit card or something like that. Okay, it's like obviously they're more insane, which is why you gotta be careful on what the hell you say or tell your audience to do and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Once you're at that level, of course, because I strive to like have a reasonable community, you know, people who work, who have responsibilities. Okay, I strive to have that type of audience. Okay, people who touch grass on the daily. Okay, that's the audience I want. Hell yeah, not these insane cycles. Like what?
Give them the permission, and you say, "Oh, he told me to do it." So yeah, that could go really wrong. That's going to be on your hands.
I want people
And
who
this should
touch
be 100%
grass.
bannable. I don't care who it is. Anybody who does this shit online, left, right, center, blue, greens, yellow, whatever.
Yeah.
get banned. I
Yeah.
hope this dude gets banned. Perma banned. Weaponizing your audience to go dox somebody
Yeah,
because you have a
100%.
disagreement which you didn't even vet.
I hope he
think
gets
about, reflect,
sued.
and
The fuck?
casually talking about taking their kids away is
I hope he gets
insanity.
sued.
That's crazy.
Well, we call that.
We should never normalize casually talking about taking people's
The
kids.
fuck?
This is one of those things where people who are very young and very smart do this content creation stuff and don't realize their own hubris. Dean doesn't need more intelligence. He doesn't need more, knowledge about things. Doesn't need more debate prep. What he just needed was the wisdom to just think it over. That's it. Just a little bit of patience.
The issue is, the issue is, and I'm starting to notice this because I'm 25. I'm old, okay? I'm old now, okay? I can say this, okay? I'm starting to notice the older I get, the slower pace I go. I don't know why, but it's like somehow stuff bothers me less and less and less. Like for example, before 100% the whole men versus women thing affected me as in it pissed me off, like it actually made me mad to see that constantly. It's like, bro, people are generally kind on the world and all that stuff, the internet doesn't matter. And now it's like I actually just don't care. I genuinely don't care. It's like, you say whatever you want, people are generally kind, okay? So it's like I'll go outside, talk to people, it's all good. So it's like the slower pace I get, the older I get. So it's literally, or at least partially in a major way, something you get by age, by like the older you get, the more you get it, the patience, I mean.
And went from
And
0
wisdom.
to 100 and is calling CPS. Because if you sit
Which
him
makes
down and
sense,
talk
but,
about this post, I'm pretty sure Dean regrets this moment right now.
You think he does now?
Oh, absolutely. There's no way you look back at this and have people telling you to call CPS on someone over a difference in opinion. There's no world where that's
wait.
That's this moment. That's it. Just a little him down and talk about this post. I'm pretty sure Dean regrets this moment.
I want to repeat that.
Just a little bit of patience. Man went from 0 to 100 and is calling CPS.
Yeah.
Because if you sit him down and talk about this post, I'm pretty sure Dean regrets this moment right now.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I do not think so. There's absolutely no way you are sane enough to have a discussion with someone. 1051. A discussion with someone, and you get told one thing, and you suddenly turn whatever he said into this.
So you said that you think that parents have every right to exploit and traffic their children.
Like the actual fuck. What? Like, there's absolutely zero way that you say something like this out of something that did not mean anywhere near that, and then you regret it. There's absolutely no way. And then, because you're okay, look, he heard one thing before, right?
Choice in the matter whatsoever. It's my decision.
Blah blah
as the
blah.
parent.
He heard consent is parent stuff. He gets shocked, right? Performative, but fine. He heard one thing. He then turns that one thing into something else,
Take your child away from you.
which is doubling down. Then he proceeds to try and dox him to his chat, which is tripling down. And then he quadruples down and tries to call CPS on the guy. There's no way someone who went that deep regrets it. There's absolutely no way. They can only quintuple down. They can only keep going further. There's absolutely no way. I don't believe that he regrets it. At least not sincerely. Not sincerely. I don't believe it.
No.
You think he does now?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't believe
There's
it.
no way you look back at this and have people telling you to call CPS on someone over a difference in opinion. There's no world where that's normal.
I don't believe it.
Unless a dude says, I beat my kid every night or something crazy, like, yo, you need to slow it the down.
The only people who might regret it is his audience, not him. Not him.
On kids and consent and parents, that's always been a bit of a gray area because we really do allow parents to do whatever they want with their kids.
Truly.
Whether you think they should have the right to or not, that's a freedom
Yeah.
we have to afford parents because there's so many different parenting styles.
Yeah.
And it's like, how are you going to legislate a lot of this?
Yeah.
Okay, take the beach example and the kids running around naked. Should that be allowed? There's a bunch of adults there. Sometimes people say it's, a little bit exploitative, for example, or inappropriate for a kid to be running around naked.
Okay. let's say it's your neighborhood and your kid is just taking his clothes off over and over and over and over again. The neighborhood, okay? I feel like that's safer. If you're extremely in public, I feel like you gotta like reel them in. In your house, fine. In the backyard, in the pool, fine. Doesn't matter, okay? Let the kid live a little, okay? Let them run around and get hurt, you know? In the neighborhood is like, if you know anybody and like stuff, it's like, Johnny's kid is running naked again. Look at him. Look at him go. Sorry. It's just, I remember that I did that, you know? I remember that I did that same thing. But we have a neighborhood, you know? So it's like safe and stuff. But like some places like kind of inappropriate, you know? It's like there's a lot of adults, you don't know everybody here. Some people are weird. Cover your kid, okay? Cover your kid up, please. Protect them, essentially. It's more like protect. People care about kids, okay? People want kids to be fine. This dude does not care about kids.
But are we really going to tell the parent what they do with their kid in that moment?
I don't believe that,
Past a
by the
certain
way.
age,
I
the girl
just
starts
saying that
being
one.
topless, obviously. But you know, when they're really
I
small,
believe he's twisted. That's what I believe. I believe he's twisted. I believe this guy's twisted. That's what I believe. He might think he cares about children, but he's twisted. That's all.
parents to do whatever they want with their kids. Whether you think they should have the right to or not, that's a freedom that I think we have to afford parents because there's so many different parenting styles. And it's like, how are you going to legislate a lot of this stuff? Okay,
Yeah.
take the beach example and the kids running around naked. Should that be allowed? There's a bunch of adults there. Sometimes people say it's, a little bit exploitative, for example, or
Sure.
inappropriate for a kid.
Sure. But it's because of the different
But are we
parenting
really
style.
going to tell the parent what they do with their kid in that moment? Past a certain age, the girl stops being topless, obviously. But when they're really small,
Yeah.
like it's a normal thing.
I've seen full on Adam and Eve shit.
When I go to Europe, I see it a lot more. Here,
Oh,
don't.
I
This
heard
is
that.
always
I
been
heard
the
about
case
that.
and
I
always
heard
been
about
the
that.
standard. I don't
I heard
know
about
why
that.
Dean's acting all Craigslist, but I don't know. What do y'all think? Is this too far? Is it too far?
You good?
Are you okay? Like, very nice video. Very nice video. Like and subscribe. I kind of want to use that one as a thumbnail. I'm gonna grab it. I'm sorry, Preach. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Preach. I gotta do it to you. I gotta do it to you, okay? You did this. You did this, okay? I'm unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I'm sorry. I'm grabbing that. I'm sorry, Preach. I'm sorry. I apologize.